Good afternoon, it's Andrew Smith from Royal LePage Kelowna. Welcome to Coffee with Andy. It's Tuesday, September 3rd. This is a Kelowna housing market update for the week ending Sunday, September 1st, 2024. So we have been able to set our watches to housing numbers in Kelowna. 174 sales last month. There were 175 sales the month before. It just kind of looks like we're hoping it's going to be in the twos, the low twos, maybe even the mid twos. It just hasn't happened, but it hasn't plummeted either. And we can almost predict based on last year what it's going to be this year, notwithstanding things that can go wrong or that can go right. We've sort of baked into the cake already that there's going to be another interest rate cut tomorrow. But if we look at last year, and keep in mind, we had different challenges last year with insurance, with spot fires, it was just a different feeling in Kelowna last year. But last year, we ended it with 125 sales, 124, 124, 125. This year, we're kind of on that same pace, but there's 50 sales more a month. So if we're looking, between 170 and 180, that's probably where the plane is going to land this year, with 170, 180 sales for October, for November, and December. Who knows what's going to happen with weather, out of town buyers not being able to get in with the Rogers Pass and Coquihalla, but we'll deal with that then. As for right now, things are kind of going okay. What an interest rate cut means, if you're reading this, if you're watching this Wednesday or Thursday, hopefully the interest rate cut will have already happened. And what that means is it lowers rates, the amount of money that you're going to have to pay on your mortgage. If you have a variable mortgage, if you're negotiating a fixed term mortgage, it's going to be less. Credit card rates will eventually come down. Lines of credit go down. So, it might be $25, $30 a month, $50 a month, depending on the number. But the point is, it's going down, and that puts some consumer confidence into the market, and that gets people a little bit more excited about buying a house, knowing that they're not going to go up. Prices are still ridiculously and stubbornly high, but what an interest rate cut does, everyone's just a little more optimistic. You look what happened. August is crazy. If you look back in August 2020, there were different factors then. We had over 300 sales, over 373 residential sales compared to 175 now. So it was more than double. It was crazy. It was really hard to buy a house because there was so much competition. There were multiple offers. It was absolutely insane. As a real estate agent, we could work 18 hours a day, every single day. There were always people wanting to buy houses. We needed more listings. The thing about prices, though, back then, the average sale price, August of 2020, was $870,000 compared to $1,035,000 now. So it's a big increase, even though right now the housing market's soft. At 175, it's not dead by any stretch of the imagination, but it certainly isn't what it was then. But we're still, prices are just still staying stubbornly high for the time being. We're at, if you haven't figured it out, Orchard Park Mall, Starbucks Orchard Park Mall on the patio. Perfect weather. I guess it's mid-20s. Back to school. Traffic patterns have just changed. All sorts of people running around with backpacks. Looks like they're going places. And now this is the after-school crowd going to karate lessons and piano lessons and what have you. So it's it's just a nice little change. A lot of stuff happening. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you next Tuesday.